The Vector W8 was intended to be an American response to European sports cars such as those produced by Ferrari and Lamborghini. The car was built by Vector Aeromotive, which was initially founded in 1971 as Vehicle Design Force with a mission to design and build the Vector. Although the W8 was produced during the early 1990s, the initial design dated back to the early 1970s and was featured on the cover of the April 1972 issue of Motor Trend magazine, and a mock-up was shown to the public at the 1976 Los Angeles Auto Show. Despite having been designed in the early 1970s, it wouldn't have looked out of place in a future-themed science fiction production. The design was inspired by the design of such sports cars as the Alfa Romeo Carabo and the Mercedes C111 concept cars, as well as the Lamborghini Countach. By 1978, the company had built the W2 concept car, and to reflect the company's extensive use of aviation technology in the design, the company was renamed Vector Aeromotive. The W2 was powered by a twin-turbocharged 350 cubic inch Chevrolet V8 engine with an output of 600 horsepower. The company claimed that the car could reach a top speed of 242 miles per hour. During the years leading up to actual production, the car accumulated 100,000 miles total in testing, which is more than that of any other concept car. Although great interest was generated in the automotive press during the 1970s and 80s, sufficient backing wasn't secured until the late 80s, and production began in 1990 on the W8, which was an improved version of the original W2 prototype. As was done with the W2, the company made extensive use of aerospace materials in the construction of the cars. The chassis consisted of an aluminum honeycomb structure assembled with 5,000 aircraft-grade rivets, and the body was made of carbon fiber and Kevlar. Like the Lamborghini Countach, the W8 had scissor doors. The car was powered by a 365 cubic inch racing engine with twin turbochargers rated at 625 horsepower, which was coupled to a modified General Motors turbo-hydromatic 3-speed automatic transmission, which had been used in the Oldsmobile Toronado 20 years earlier. The interior was upholstered in leather and suede with wool carpeting and floor mats. The driver and passenger seats were both electrically adjustable, and the car was also equipped with air conditioning. The driver's seat was positioned slightly towards the center. The dashboard consisted of an electronic display that had 4 display modes showing information on the car status, along with buttons for adjusting the car's functions. In line with the aviation influence on the car's design and construction, the display and dashboard layout were like that of fighter planes of the period. The company claimed that the car had a top speed of 242 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration time of 3.9 seconds. After years of coverage by the automotive press, Car and Driver finally was given an opportunity to perform tests on the car in 1991. 2 cars were provided for the tests. However, both cars broke down during the test attempt. In an article in 2017, the magazine called the car vaporware, a term referring to a product that is advertised to the public but either falls short of initial hype or is never actually produced. On the other hand, Road and Track magazine tested the car without any issues being found. Tests conducted by the magazine in March of 1991 and August of 1992 reported 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration times of 4.2 seconds. The magazine reported an estimated top speed of 218 miles per hour based on the car's top gear, and no actual top speed test was conducted after the company insisted that no top speed test be performed. The price of the car at the time of production was $450,000, or over $1 million in 2024. A W8 was pre-ordered by tennis player Andre Agassi, who demanded delivery before the car was fully prepared. The car was delivered, and Agassi was told not to drive the car until final work was complete. He drove the car anyway, resulting in the car breaking down, and the company refunded the $450,000 price, resulting in negative publicity for the company. Ultimately, a total of 19 cars were built, 17 for sale to customers, along with 2 pre-production cars, before the company went into receivership in 1993. An evolution of the W8, the WX3, began development. It was designed to have a 1200 horsepower 7.0 liter V8 engine, although the prototype was equipped with the same twin turbocharged V8 as was used in the W8. A roadster version, the WX3R, was also planned, and both versions of the car were shown at the 1993 Geneva Auto Show. However, this attempt to bring an updated version of the W8 resulted only in a prototype of each model being built. Plans for production of the WX3 during the 1990s fell through after the company was taken over by the Indonesian company Megatech. Megatech also owned Lamborghini and introduced the Vector M12. The styling was derived from the WX3, but much of the car was derived from the Lamborghini Diablo, using many of its mechanical parts as well as its 5.7-liter V12 engine, rated at 492 horsepower, a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 4.8 seconds, and a top speed of 182 miles per hour. 17 cars were produced, including 3 pre-production cars. One of the pre-production cars was modified to racing specifications. However, it performed poorly because of technical issues. The M12 was produced from 1995 to 1999, when production ended because of low sales. Later, in 2006, development of the Vector WX8 started. The WX8 was intended to be a successor to the company's earlier models, and the prototype was presented at the Los Angeles Auto Show in 2007. The company made some very ambitious claims about the car despite it only being in the design stage. Planned engine options were a 10-liter big block V8 or an electric hybrid 7.0-liter small block V8. Performance claims were a top speed of 270 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 2.3 seconds for the version with the 10-liter turbocharged engine. Different power output claims vary between 1,250 and 1,850 horsepower. Like the company's previous vehicles, the interior included a dashboard equipped with aircraft-grade electronic displays and switches. In the ensuing years, the car never got past the development stage, with only an unfinished prototype at the time of the company's ceasing of operations in 2021. Today, the original W8 still has a following among automobile enthusiasts due to both its rarity and the high-tech aspect of its design and construction. The styling of the car is both very much a product of the 1980s and at the same time looks as if a car from years in the future was brought into the present day. And interestingly, as computer and electronics technology has advanced in the years since the Vector cars were produced, sophisticated onboard computers, at least as advanced as those in the Vector, are now common in cars produced today. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. And remember, when the future was cool,